Hello, everyone. Welcome to our favorite show in the land, The Face Off. We welcome both our international and national audience to this favorite show in the land. And today we have a very special topic that concerns each and everyone in our societies, and that topic is marriage. In this topic, we want to compare the marriages in the African traditional society and then the marriages of today, of the .com era, and want to dig deep into the reasons as to why marriages in the .com era are not standing the test of time. You're having marriages breaking up every day. People just get married for conveniences, and then when they get what they want out of a marriage is broken. So, I want to really see that unique futures that were found in the marriages that occurred in the West African traditional society. And then we see if you can also maybe compare the two, put them together, compare and contrast, and then see where we can put things right and have families stand for forever in our times. And with me here today, I'm actually at the Ivory Tower Makerere University, and I've been able to seek audience with this very special gentleman who is a researcher on relationships and marriages. He's a great man in this land. He's a professor. Give him all the titles that you want. But just know he's a very special person. So he's going to take us to throw more light to actually educate the public, educate the nation on this very important topic in our lives. So, sir, you're very welcome, Professor. I cannot say your name because it's really, I don't have that figure to say it. Please, can you take us through this topic? Please educate the nation and educate Mother Nature on the whole concept of this one topic of today. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac, for hosting me at your show.
It's a pleasure.
All the viewers, I'm Bulemi Abdallah, a researcher at Makerere University, and all my research is all around on marriages, the relationships. As he said, there are deviations in marriage today. If you compare the marriage that was there in 8 years and the marriage today, it has deviated a lot. Now, today, if you look at the marriage, there is a rampant uh, increase in the marriage breakouts today as compared to the marriage that was there in the 8 years. Mr. Isaac, when you talk about marriage, there are two major people's mind go to uh, they think about a man, a woman, and when they join, they produce children. That is the concept of marriage that they know. That is, it's their minds. Today,
Thank you so much, sir. Could you please try to educate the nation, the public out there, our audience? We really need to know what steps people in the African traditional society followed. For example, before there was a marriage, there had to be steps, there had to be things that were to be done prior to the real marriage. Maybe if you educated the nation, we shall get to know, we shall get to engage to weigh ourselves and see if the two if the two are still standing. Please, the microphone is yours.
okay, African marriage, when they were preparing a child for marriage, there are lots of things that were supposed to be done in 8 years.
Yes, please.
First of all, the aunties had to play a big role. Majorly nowadays they call them singers. And,
Sure. That's
and
true.
and today we have artificial singers who are just you go give her money, she plays that role for you. But in 8 years that was not there. That was not the case. A singer had to play a big role in 8 years, and also the uncles. Uncles had to groom the what? The male children. And also the aunties do the same to the what? To the female children. So these girls are majorly the singers. In Uganda here, they'll take them visit the bush, such kinds as when they train them how to peel matoki, and also how to greet while kneeling. Those are some of the things that were done. And first of all, in 8 years, a virgin girl was not allowed to go into marriage uh, without the consent of the parents, which is not the case today.
Sure.
A girl goes, get into a relationship with this man, and finally, the only indication you get that this girl is in a relationship is her coming back with when she's pregnant, and then that's how you can detect that this girl is into a relationship. But that was not the case in 8 years. These children were groomed up very well. They were highly disciplined. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Professor. From your explanation, I got one striking feature out of your explanation. Uh, you talked about singers of nowadays being hired. And I think I've also witnessed this on somewhat when it comes to somewhat marriages. Someone is hired from out, they come and they're given money, they play their part. And this is very dangerous, you know? It's very dangerous in the way that this singer, after her making the money, she's not going to follow up actually. She's not going to follow up and find out how these two are what actually going through their marriage, the challenges they're facing for her. Her part is to get the money and go away. So that is dangerous and killing our marriages. And with that, I think the audience out there is actually watching and listening. That's a very, 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 very important one aspect. We should really work hard and see that we go back to our norms so that our marriages can stand. Now, Professor, another thing, I have another question for you. Uh, can you kindly tell our audience out there, try to educate our audience on what they can do, on what we can do in our generation to ensure that you've already given us the aspect of the African traditional marriage steps. Please tell the audience what we can do in our time, in our era, with this era of technologies, with the era of everything. And a very good thing is now coming up. People are inventing new things, inventing new things every day. Can you please tell us, amid these challenges, amid these technologies, what we can stick to ensure that our marriages can still what stand the test of time?
Yes, today's generation, morally, it is degrading day by day. If you look at the children of today, they are in the dot-com era, they don't want to listen, and they cannot kneel if they find any elder. In 8 years, whenever you found an elder, kneel down and greet, which is not the case today. The only thing they know, hello, what's up, hi. Those are the things they know. Those are the students, those are the children of today. The only thing that we can do, this I send it to the parents. The parents are the major factor here. So they play a big role in the grooming of our children.
True.
Yeah. So the fathers, the mothers, please, this is your part. This is how you can groom up a child, a responsible citizen of Uganda, a useful person who is going to help both you and the people out there. Your role is to groom up this child in a disciplined way. And how are you going to do it? This is the way you're going to do it. First of all, sex education is crucial. And in sex education, I mean that please indulge your child in the activities that you're doing. Like when you are cooking, involve your child, teach her, like the girls, whenever the mom is in the kitchen, she does not want to involve her in when she's cooking, or if she's peeling, she does not want to involve her. Please teach these children the way you were taught by your singers and your judges. Please involve your children. And fathers, today fathers have not played their role. The only thing is that they know is making money. They leave all the responsibility to the what? To the mothers today. So fathers also play a role in the family. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor. This interview is coming to an end. Our time is fast spent, but it has been so interesting. It's been so educative to our public out there. So these are the highlights I've gotten from Professor's word explanation and what he has shared with us. And one thing I get and that I want you out there to have with me is parents. It's our responsibility to bring kids in this world. So, in other words, we manufacture children, and when we manufacture them, we bring them into this world. We are responsible for those children's welfare. We are responsible for their upbringing. We are responsible for instilling morals in them. So, if we do all these things, we are going to create a very good citizen of this country. We are going to groom people who are going to what? To rule nations, who are going to be great politicians, who are going to be great academicians, who are going to be great businessmen and women. So can we play our role as parents out there? Can we save our nation? Can we be responsible enough so that we shall leave a great and positive legacy behind after we are long gone? Thank you very much, our viewers. Thank you much. Thank you very much. My man on the camera, I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My editors, we appreciate all your efforts. May you be blessed and may you work together to build our nation for God and my country.
I cannot interfere. I cannot be an